What if I told you that we saved a client around $40,000 annually with just one perfectly matched hire? That's exactly what happened when we took on the challenge of finding a specialized virtual assistant for a growing US based real estate business that needed high quality talent without the premium price tag. This is Jersey, and I'm the recruitment manager of Masters. And in this case study, I'll walk you through how we helped our client find the right person for their team. So the position was for a full-time real estate administrative BA. This client is looking for someone detail-oriented, tech-savvy, and confident in communicating professionally in English, both written and verbal. So we knew from the start that this role came with some challenges. Finding someone with exceptional communication skills, especially for phone interactions, can be difficult. Second, the candidate needed to be highly resourceful, capable of following complex instructions, and accurately replicating form-based tasks. And finally, familiarity with the US real estate space was a bonus. We did the onboarding with the client and we talk about the role that they're looking for, specific requirements, the key responsibilities, preferred skills. First of all, we did the job posting. This is a sample of the job description that we created for this role. And by the way, every time we create a job description, we always make sure that we get approval from the client. So after approval, we advertise this job post across multiple platforms, and that includes online jobs, our website, LinkedIn, WhatsApp. The next step would be the CV screening. We pre-screened the candidates based on our criteria specific to the role. So this is a sample of the evaluation criteria that we're following. The third step would be the skill test. So we customize it. We design our own test to simulate actual job tasks before we finalize the skill test. We also have it reviewed by our client. And once it is good to go, we send them out to all our candidates. Every skill test also create a separate evaluation criteria to make sure that we are really guided. So in this document, it includes answer sheets for each task. So this will make sure that all the candidates that pass the skill test process are really qualified enough technically and in terms of responsibilities that are needed for this role. So we also utilize sourcing. So we have a team that will proactively contact strong prospects on LinkedIn, via email, just to make sure that we have a really good amount of strong candidates in our pool. After the skill test, all the candidates that have passed will be qualified for the initial interview. So we assess their communication skills, their attentiveness, their work style, character, their background, and work ethics. Here is a sample of the initial interview that we did for this role. We make sure that we record all of our interviews. The next step would be client interviews and final evaluations. And during these client interviews, we make sure that the client and the candidates have clear communication. So this gives them an opportunity to ask questions, any preferences. And overall, we use Airtable to manage our candidate pipeline. So everything there, all the steps of our recruitment process, it's documented. And we utilize Google Workspace for assessments and Google Meet for all our interviews. When we're endorsing to the client, we give them all the details, their skill test submission, their CV, their resume, even the record of our initial interview. We presented 3 standout candidates to the client, and all of them were well qualified. And after final interviews and assessments, the client made a really quick decision. We were able to identify a candidate from the Philippines who didn't just check all the boxes, but he exceeded every expectation of the client. That specific candidate was working remotely for more than 5 years. He also had real estate experience. He's a real estate broker in the Philippines, so he's very well aware of the industry. He is very attentive. He passed the skill test with amazing research. On top of that, he has really excellent communication skills, and that's what our client loved about him. He's really helping a lot with their operations, and the client was really satisfied and seeing a huge difference in their operations already, especially the quality of the tasks that this new hire has handled so far. And what's more impressive is that we completed the entire hiring process in less than a month, from job post to signed offer. And the client was thrilled. Our involvement doesn't stop after the hire. We continue to monitor their performance and provide support to the client and to the candidate as well. And finally, the client benefited from significant cost savings. While the average US rate for a role like this can run about 25 to $35 per hour, our client got a highly skilled full-time VA for a fraction of that without sacrificing quality. So, to wrap this up, this case study shows how a clear process, the right tools, and a commitment to quality can deliver amazing results in a short time. If you're looking for help building a high performing team, feel free to reach out and we'd love to help.